Jin has been sidelined by HYBE, and fans are furious. Some even believe his concert was intentionally downgraded to make space for BLACKPINK, an accusation that's only fueling the outrage, but that's just the beginning. In a shocking twist, a petition has been launched calling for Suga to be banned, a move that many see as both extreme and heartbreaking. And the worst part? It might actually happen. KBS, the national broadcaster, has a history. They've already banned BTS songs before. Now, fans fear Suga could be next. Meanwhile, J-Hope is under fire after being accused of plagiarizing another K-pop idol, and the claim is nothing short of absurd. Watch until the end to uncover the full story. Jin was sidelined by HYBE, and fans are outraged. Just a few days before BTS member Jin is set to begin his first solo tour, many fans are upset with how poorly it's been promoted by his label, Big Hit Music, and its parent company, HYBE. Jin's tour is set to start on June 28th and 29 in South Korea. After that, he's scheduled to perform in 18 concerts in cities across Japan, the US, and Europe. Even though this is a major international tour for one of the biggest stars in K-pop, fans noticed that the official promotion only started a few days before the first concert. Both HYBE and Big Hit Music began posting about the tour very late, and fans were shocked that there was so little advertising for such a big event. The situation became even more confusing when HYBE announced a special theater screening for one of BTS's online concerts, which was originally filmed 5 years ago. That screening was scheduled on the same day as one of Jin's Japan concerts, and it was promoted before the tour announcement. As a result, some fans bought tickets for the movie screening, only to find out later that it clashed with Jin's live concert. Many were frustrated they had to choose between the two. Fans were already feeling uneasy after noticing that Jin's performance of Epiphany was missing from the latest BTS Festa video. The Festa is a yearly celebration of BTS's anniversary, and Epiphany is one of Jin's most loved solo songs. Some fans saw this as part of an ongoing pattern where Jin seems to get left out or forgotten. People online started talking about all of this and called out the company for not doing their job properly. They said that promoting a concert is one of the most basic things an entertainment company should do. Many questioned why there was such little effort behind Jin's solo activities. Some fans believed that HYBE may have internal issues and claimed that the company is hiring people from the gaming world instead of real entertainment experts. They felt that making money was being prioritized over properly supporting the artists. This isn't the first time fans have said that Jin was being treated unfairly. For years, people have been pointing out that he seems to get less attention compared to the other BTS members. Now, with the solo tour receiving barely any support, fans say their long-standing worries are being proven right. Nobody knows if the lack of promotion was just a mistake or something done on purpose. And that's not even the most shocking part. Some fans believe Jin's concert was downgraded to a smaller venue just to make room for BLACKPINK. When Jin announced his first solo tour, fans expected something huge. Because so many people wanted to see the show, many assumed it would happen at the main Goyang International Stadium, which fits about 50,000 people. But on June 23rd, Big Hit Music confirmed that the concerts would actually take place at the smaller auxiliary stadium right next to it. This caught fans off guard. Big Hit released a map showing the concert layout. It confirmed that Jin would perform in the auxiliary stadium. The larger main stadium wouldn't be used for the concert itself. Instead, it would serve as an army zone, where fans could line up, check their tickets, and buy official BTS merchandise. This decision raised eyebrows, especially because BLACKPINK is also planning concerts in Goyang just one weekend later, on July 5th and 6th as part of their world tour. Some fans guessed that BLACKPINK might have reserved the main stadium earlier and needed it for several days to build their stage. That might have forced Jin's team to use the smaller stadium instead. But not everyone believed this theory. Some pointed out that Coldplay had also held a concert at the main stadium before, and a job ad from that event showed their stage was set up and taken down in a single day. That made fans wonder if there were other reasons behind Big Hit's choice. Another idea is that the smaller stadium fits better with the theme of Jin's tour. The tour is inspired by his variety show Run Jin, which is all about games and fun activities. Recently, Big Hit told fans to wear sneakers or trainers to the concerts and not high heels. That made people wonder if the concerts might include surprises or physical games, and the smaller venue might be safer and easier to manage for those types of events. There hasn't been any official explanation yet. Some fans are unhappy and feel the smaller venue doesn't match Jin's popularity as a BTS member. Others think it might all be part of a creative plan to make the tour more special and interactive. A brand new BTS documentary is being released, and shockingly, even the BTS members themselves may not have known it existed. A brand new BTS movie is coming to theaters soon, but this one isn't from the band or their company. Instead, it was made by fans. The full-length documentary, called Forever We Are Young, will hit select theaters around the world on July 30th. It tells the story of BTS's rise to global fame, but not in the usual way. This time, it's told through the eyes of their fans. The film was directed by Grace Lee and Patty On, two award-winning filmmakers. They explained that the movie focuses on the bond between BTS and ARMY, and how that connection helped the group become one of the biggest music acts in the world. The directors said they truly believed that BTS and their fans need each other, and that their success came from that powerful relationship. Earlier this year, the film had its world premiere at the 2025 SXSW Festival in Austin, Texas. People who saw it there gave it standing ovations and said the movie felt emotional and real. Fans appreciated that the film didn't try to impress with flashy editing or celebrity appearances, but instead showed the true passion behind the fandom. At this point, no one knows if any of the BTS members have seen the film or even know it exists. Still, many fans are hoping they'll watch it someday. Tickets for Forever We Are Young will go on sale starting Friday, July 2nd, on the official website, btsaremymovie.com. Trafalgar Releasing, the company in charge of bringing the film to theaters, confirmed that more updates, posters, and extra details will be available on the site. The movie will only be shown in a limited number of theaters, but it could still be seen by a huge audience. In a sad turn of events, someone just launched a petition to ban Suga, and alarmingly, it's gaining traction. A petition has been officially sent to KBS, South Korea's public TV network, asking them to consider banning BTS member Suga from appearing on their programs. The petition was posted on June 23rd on the KBS viewer petition board, where the public can share concerns about what's shown on TV. The person who wrote the petition wants KBS to hold a broadcast appearance regulation review committee, a type of meeting the network uses to decide whether celebrities involved in serious incidents should be limited or banned from appearing on their shows. This request is tied to Suga's driving incident from last year. The person behind the petition argued that since Suga is a major public figure with a huge fan base, especially among younger people, his behavior matters. They also criticized KBS for not holding a review committee when the event happened, even though other celebrities were suspended after being involved in similar incidents. Now that the investigation is over and the fine has been paid, the petitioner said it's time for KBS to act. In the past, KBS has suspended appearances by other stars who were involved in similar cases. In those cases, KBS used its internal process to decide how to handle the backlash and whether those people could return to TV later. As of now, KBS hasn't responded to the petition or said whether a committee will be held to discuss Suga's case. Whatever KBS decides to do next could have a big impact on how other TV networks deal with similar issues in the future, especially when it comes to high-profile artists like Suga. And unfortunately, Suga might actually end up being banned, as KBS has already banned some of BTS's songs in the past. Just 2 days before BTS released their long-awaited album Proof, South Korea's national TV broadcaster, KBS, announced that 2 of the group's songs wouldn't be allowed on its channel. After reviewing the lyrics, KBS decided to ban Run BTS and Born Singer because they found words, language, and expressions that go against their broadcast rules. BTS had submitted 4 songs for approval. Out of those, only Yet to Come passed the review and was approved for airing on KBS programs. With KBS's decision, BTS won't be able to perform Run BTS or Born Singer on any of the network's televised music shows. Even so, fans didn't seem too upset. In fact, many took to social media to laugh about the situation. Some shared funny clips of the members swearing casually in past videos. One fan joked that if there weren't any curse words in the songs, they'd feel betrayed by KBS. Another said the ban actually made them more excited to listen. Even though KBS has blocked the songs from its broadcasts, that doesn't stop BTS from performing them elsewhere. The group can still include the songs in live concerts, online streams, or shows on other networks. KBS has made similar decisions in the past. Other popular artists have also had songs banned due to strong language or content that the channel considers too risky, especially for younger viewers. Since KBS is funded by the public, it follows strict rules about what kind of content can be aired, especially during prime time. While a TV station like KBS tries to follow strict standards, fans around the world are often more accepting of songs that express real emotions. And even though BTS is a global success, making billions through albums, tours, and brand deals, they still have to follow the local rules when promoting their music in Korea. BTS has also been banned by MBC in the past. A few years ago, one of the biggest conflicts in the K-pop industry quietly came to an end. For more than 3.5 years, South Korea's major TV network MBC and entertainment company HYBE were locked in a behind-the-scenes feud that kept all HYBE artists off many of MBC's biggest shows. The trouble started in late 2019, when BTS, at the peak of their global fame, chose to perform in New York City's Times Square on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. Instead of appearing on MBC's New Year's Eve concert they had joined every year since their debut. Even though there was no official statement from MBC, it became clear that they weren't happy about BTS skipping the show. By early 2020, fans noticed that not just BTS, but every artist connected to HYBE was suddenly missing from MBC programs. This included big-name acts like 17 and newer groups like TXT, who hadn't yet debuted when the feud began. Artists from labels acquired by HYBE were also affected. They weren't invited to perform on MBC's most popular shows. Then, the long freeze ended quietly. The first sign of peace came when ENHYPEN, under Belift Elab, was announced as the first HYBE group to return to show Music Core. The group performed Sweet Venom, the title track from their fourth mini-album, Orange Blood. It was their first time ever on the show, simply because they had debuted after the conflict started. This performance was more than just a comeback. It marked the end of years of silence. Fans from many HYBE fandoms shared their excitement and relief. For some, especially those who had supported these groups through the blackout period, it felt like a long overdue moment of fairness. People online also pointed out that this kind of behind-the-scenes drama isn't new in K-pop. One widely shared comment reminded fans that SM Entertainment had a long-standing issue with Mnet, and YG Entertainment had its own problems with the same network. Fans said that these fights usually come down to power struggles and disagreements about scheduling or exposure, but the artists are the ones who suffer the consequences. Even though the exact details of the truce were never made public, the end of the feud meant that HYBE groups could finally return to full promotion on all of South Korea's major broadcast channels. It showed how much power both entertainment companies and broadcasters hold, and how their decisions can shape or stall the careers of even the world's most successful idols. The feud between MBC and HYBE proved that even the biggest names in the industry can end up on opposite sides. J-Hope is being accused of plagiarizing another K-pop idol, and the claim is nothing short of absurd. J-Hope recently went to Paris Fashion Week as an official Louis Vuitton ambassador, but instead of just turning heads for his fashion, he found himself at the center of online criticism after a video of him surfaced. On June 22nd, J-Hope posted an Instagram story letting fans know he was on his way to Paris for the Louis Vuitton show. Since he's a brand ambassador, many expected him to be there. He arrived on June 23rd, and fans saw him heading straight to the Louis Vuitton headquarters, fully dressed in the brand from head to toe. The part that caused a stir happened as he was leaving the building. In a video that spread online, J-Hope is seen walking out with bodyguards on both sides. He stops for a moment, poses for the paparazzi, and shows off some flashy jewelry that fans say is worth thousands of dollars. The moment looked like something out of a high-end fashion shoot, but not everyone thought it was cool. Some people online began comparing J-Hope's posture and behavior in the clip to G-Dragon, another famous K-pop star who's also known for his strong presence in the fashion world. Viewers pointed out that J-Hope had his head slightly lowered and kept his movements minimal, something G-Dragon is known for doing, especially when he's feeling overwhelmed by big crowds. A few critics claimed that J-Hope was trying to copy G-Dragon's unique style and attitude on purpose. Others took it further, saying that the way he behaved seemed too staged, like he was acting for the cameras rather than being himself. This sparked debates across social media, with many wondering why such a short video could create so much backlash. But not everyone saw it that way. Fans of J-Hope quickly defended him, saying that he wasn't copying anyone. They explained that being invited to Paris Fashion Week as a Louis Vuitton ambassador is a huge deal, and J-Hope had every right to act confident. They also reminded others that he's been involved in fashion for years, and this appearance was just another step in his solo journey. Some supporters said it was unfair to compare him to G-Dragon, noting that just because two celebrities behave similarly in public doesn't mean one is copying the other. They pointed out that being surrounded by crowds and cameras can be overwhelming for anyone, and many stars tend to act calm or quiet in those situations. So far, J-Hope hasn't said anything about the video or the criticism, but the conversation is still going strong online. What it shows is how every move celebrities make, especially in high-profile spaces like fashion events, can be picked apart and judged from all angles. Even with the controversy, J-Hope's presence at Paris Fashion Week proves how far he's come as a solo artist. Partnering with one of the most well-known luxury brands in the world is no small achievement. And once again, it shows how K-pop idols aren't just making waves in music, they're influencing global fashion and culture, one step at a time.